I'm Tariye Gbadegesin, and I'm the CEO of ARM-Harith Infrastructure Investments Limited. It was a great day. I was really impressed by the turnout as well as how much the private sector showed up. The objective today is to create a connection point between the objective of policy and the energy transition plan and the delivery of projects via capital raising, project design, and generally implementation. Now, one of the challenges we've always had in the infrastructure landscape is that there's a lot of finance, there's a lot of projects or developers that have objectives for projects. And in the context of Nigeria's energy transition plan, there is an overarching government objective. But the delivery of these objectives is going to require practical steps. And that's what we did today. It was a bottom-up approach where folks across all the verticals of the energy transition plan from the private sector expressed their views on how do we enhance the agenda of the energy transition plan to be able to deliver finance, to look at what are the verticals and how can the private sector provide a guidance node for government and government policy and their plans for the energy transition. Well, the private sector is responding to the natural needs and demands of customers, of industry, and a lot of that is tied to the energy transition plan. The energy transition plan fits in naturally to the growth objectives of the country, as well as the opportunities in terms of renewable energy, transportation, improved infrastructure generally. I mean, the reality is that there's a $170 billion gap for infrastructure in Africa, and it is plans such as the Energy Transition Plan that are strategically trying to deploy infrastructure and finance solutions to solve for that, but with a climate backdrop and a transition backdrop. So the private sector is active. They're developing projects, they're trying to finance projects, but there are bottlenecks. There have been bottlenecks in infrastructure, there's bottlenecks to delivering energy transition, there's bottlenecks to delivering climate transition as well. And that's what we're trying to do here, is to figure out how to resolve bottlenecks, build a pipeline of projects, create demonstrable projects as well, and to tie that into the overarching government plan for the transition.